Hello everyone, I hope you are having a good day. So today we are going to start a new video series about Apache Superset. So if you have watched my video on BI, so I've discussed briefly what Apache Superset is. Apache Superset is an open source BI tool. It doesn't cost you anything, so you can create all sort of dashboards that you can see from the screen. This is currently running on my computer. So today we are going to, in the first video, we are going to show you how to set up Apache Superset in a Docker on your computer. I'm using Mac. It's going to be the same process for Linux. For Windows, it's going to be more or less same. But do let us know if you want a specific video for Windows laptop. So let's start the process. So this is if you go to this website, installation guide on Apache Superset. So there are various methodologies here for different so there are various methods, right? So we're going to use Docker Compose, so that you can also use Python. Superset is based on Python, Kubernetes, of course. In Docker Compose again, so there are three different methods. We can use development environment, we can build mutable images, or we can use an official release. But let's first start with the Docker. So for the Docker, if you go to, you can go to the docker.com and download the Docker desktop for your Windows laptop or your Apple Silicon Intel chip laptop. Usually it's a very straightforward installation. Shouldn't be a problem, but do let us know if there's any issue. There's specific, if you go into the guide document, there's a specific file for each software, so each operating system, Windows, Linux, etc. So I have already Docker installed. As you can see, it's currently running on my computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. Let's delete this. So we're going to start up, for the tutorial purpose, we're going to start up fresh BI tool. So I'm going to copy three files, Docker Compose, then we have config, and then we have, there's one more file, in it. Let's copy this, move them outside here. There you go. And I'm going to delete this folder too. Okay. So you can see the container is gone. So we don't have any container right now. So coming back to here, in your folder you need to create a terminal or command prompt, and I'm going to copy repo from GitHub. So for that, just use this command. So git clone github.com apache superset.git. It's very simple. I'll copy in the description so you can get it from there. So it's going to take few minutes. It's 262 MB file. So while it's being downloaded, let's go through. So there are various dashboards with various different charts. I think it won't run anymore. So if you go here, this, I think I suggest you all of you to watch my BI introduction to BI video, in which you will get an idea of what Apache Superset is. These are the databases supported by PostgreSQL, Snowflake. So almost all the popular databases are being supported by Apache Superset, and it's you can embed your dashboards. It's quite easy to 43-44%. It's quite it's not easy, but there's a bit of a learning curve. But once you are once you have obtained the basic knowledge, you can easily create dashboards and customize them easily. There's SQL lab. You can run SQL queries. You can work with any sort of data sets. There's plenty of documentation available on the website. These are different charts available. There are quite a few charts for you to select. So here is Superset. The first thing we want to do is we want to copy these three files, and there you go, and paste them in this folder. And I'll explain to you what these files are. This is already Docker Compose file, so it will replace that file. That's okay. So I'll choose replace and then come back to my terminal, cd superset, right? And then I just need to run a command. So let me see. Yeah, I hope you can see now. So run a command. So Docker Compose up build and development, right? So as you can see, container has started, Postgres has also started, so that's all done. And let's go to our Docker. Here you go. So in Docker, you can see there's a container here, Superset. It's not ready yet. You'll see it's still doing setting it up. So while it does the magic, let me walk you through those three files. Okay, so right, the first file is Docker Compose. So let's open this. So Docker Compose file. You can see here. So let me increase. All right, just a basic configuration file. What it does is basically it'll create for the superset image. It defines the port. It defines the username and password. You can change this username and password, of course, but for default username and password, you can define it here. Then it basically guides where the volumes are. For example, where is the config file, where is the superset.sh file. And this is the basic command to start the superset. This is again the Postgres configuration. So you can there's plenty of other configurations. You can do it here. So as we progress into the dashboarding, I'll explain to you. For example, if you need to embed, you need to make a few tweaks to this file. The next one is init. So this is again very simple command files. You can run these commands manually. What we're doing is we're automating the process to run the commands here. So it's again creating admin and loading the examples, etc., upgrading the database, and then finally we have the config file. So I'll copy all these three files so you can replace in your folder. So all the things are commented here. So I think there's only two, three things we're doing in this file. What we're doing is basically we are HTTP headers we are allowing tailspin enabled. This is again for embedding. I don't think you need it. Even if it's disabled, that's fine. There's a secret key here. So you can create a secret key. You can keep it here. You don't need to tell it to anyone. So this is I've copied it. You don't need to use this one. You can create your own secret key and change it, use it here. So that's it about these three files. So this is to Docker Compose to run the setup. This is basically with configuration, and the init is mainly to run the command. So it is, I guess, ready. So let's go to our localhost. So 127. So it runs at 8088 by default. You can change it. Right, so it's here. It didn't ask me for the password because I already logged in. But you for the first time it will ask you for login username and password, which is admin username and admin password.
Welcome to VoiceOver.
All right.
VoiceOver speaks description.
We don't need voiceover. I just wanted to refresh it. All right. So because we loaded a number of examples, so here there are a number of dashboards already there. They're quite interactive, as you can see. So you can play around. You can have a look. So this is all set up using Docker. So it's very simple setup. Unless you make it very complex, you don't need to worry about it. So this is another dashboard. This is quite classic. So this is the data based on the popular name that you Americas, and it is very interactive. Like you can see, if you can click on girl, you can click boy, and it will give you boy's name. And then there are various charts you can use. So these are charts already created. So once you have created the chart, you can of course use it in any dashboard. Here you'll see all the data sets. In future, when we create the dashboard, we will create data set, and we can we'll show you how to use it. This is SQL Lab, where you can where you have all the data database connections, and you can run a query. There are a number of settings. You can create users. You can create security, row level security for each user. You can create database connections. You need to add, so you can add any sort of databases. So we will work with Postgres, of course. That's my favorite, but you can use any sort of database to make a connection. So yeah, that was a brief video about how to set up Apache Superset on your computer, on your desktop, using Docker desktop, and by cloning from the GitHub. So let me know if you have any connections. If you have any questions. More than happy to answer the questions. You can see, so whenever you run the container, it will appear here, and it show you basically which port they're using versus CPU usage. So in this one, for example, this one is 8088, as I said, and the Postgres, of course, is using the default port. So it's very simple. The good thing about a container is once you have set up the web app or anything or dashboard in the container, you can export the container. You can set it up on any other computer without any complications. So yeah, enjoy, install it. Let me know if you have any problem. Do explore these existing examples and dashboards, and let me know whether you like Superset or not. I personally love it. It gives you plenty of options to for your dashboard. It allows you to embed it without any problem. You can apply filters, and it's above all, it's totally free. So that's it about today's video. Have a great day, and let me know if you have fun. Thank you very much. Goodbye.